You're tuned in to Nerd Overload, your weekly pop and geek culture show covering movies, TV, games, and comics. Now your hosts, Cody Pinnick, Sam Dunham, and Josh Harrison.
Hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Overload, the pop and geek culture show that has about a 0.5% Brooklyn accent if you just really listen. I'm Cody.
I'm Sam.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Samantha.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. We have a great one for you. A bunch of things to talk about. We're going to be talking about that Mario trailer.
That's what that was a reference to, in case you didn't get it, because that was kind of weird.
Wahoo, here we go.
It's me, Chris Pratt.
Jumping, catching coins. Here we go.
Let's go.
I used to go to the laundromat and jump on the Koopas on their arcade.
But first, let's go to the Check 'em Outs.
Check it out!
That was incredibly cheesy, and I am both proud and not proud of that.
We need a version of the end of the Check It Out theme that's on piano with a bunch of reverb.
So yeah, let's get into things we've been doing. I'll tell you the thing I did last week. So we've talked about this on the show in the past. Studio 35 used to do a film series once a month called Bad Movie Nite.
Wait, what do you mean used to?
Well, it's because last Friday was the last ever Bad Movie Nite.
Did they say why the last?
He's been doing it for like 8 or 9 years, both at Studio 35 and before that just at his house. And he's kind of done. He's done with the project.
Not a good reason.
No, but
we're still doing this.
that's true. But no, they ended the series on a good one. They played Spookies.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, it was really, really good. They spliced. So Bad Movie Nite, what they do is it starts at around midnight or 11 o'clock midnight, and it's a couple hours long, and they play a truncated version of a bad 80s or 90s horror or action movie.
They're always really bad.
Oh, they're pretty rotten. And they splice in the guy. I guess I should say the guy's name's Scott Hammond. He's done this by himself all this time. He's never had any help, but he splices in clips from old commercials and non sequiturs from other movies and like dumb explosions at inopportune times
Or just really gross ones.
gross stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's great. It harkens back to like old like horror host stuff. Like apparently I didn't realize this, but now since he said it during his exit little speech, he was inspired by Fritz the Night Owl. And they spell night the same way in Bad Movie Nite and Fritz the Night Owl.
It's true.
So it kind of makes sense now. But like Fritz used to splice stuff in, or like the Ghoul or Ghoulardi or some of those other horror hosts where they didn't take things super serious. It's been a great project. And at the very end of it, the credits, he actually played credits for his own thing at the end of it. And played a tiny clip from every movie that he had done.
Wow.
And made me realize I have seen the majority of the movies on that. We went to a lot of those back in the day. And
I slept through a lot of them.
you did sleep through a lot of them because it is late at night and it is a bar. But yeah, saw a lot of those movies. They had an opening band before, like a live band before everything started. Emmy Lazarus and the recently deceased. They were great. They played a couple of original songs and they wrapped it up with, I think you guys were there for it. Do you remember Dr. Alien?
Oh God, yeah.
They played Killer Machine.
Oh, that rules.
Yeah, it was super good.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I wish I could have went.
Yeah, it was super, super good. But yeah, they had a couple of guys get up and kind of talk about the project and things like that. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. And, I'm sad to see it go, but I would rather have the project end on a final note than
just abruptly
kind of peter out.
Yeah.
He wanted to do this 2 years ago, but COVID hit.
Yeah.
And they finally had a chance to definitively wrap it up. And I mean, he's had write-ups in a couple of Columbus papers, and it was broadcast out to a couple of. It's like it was a nationally syndicated thing, technically.
I think a couple Alamo Draft houses, maybe
something like that.
Something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, and it's a pretty big deal. But I'm sad to see it go. But I'm glad they ended it the way they did. Plus, he said he's going to start putting some of them up online.
Oh, good.
So
I think Shopping Mall was probably one of my favorites.
Shopping Mall is a classic. Oh, geez. A Hard Ticket to Hawaii. Did you guys see that one?
No.
That one is a full-blown action movie. Just the dumbest action. I mean, the climax of the movie is an illegal snake in python in Hawaii bursts out of a toilet, and a guy busts through a wall on a motorcycle and shoots it with a bazooka.
I think Monster High was one of my favorites.
Monster High was a classic. Yeah.
Dr. Alien was a classic.
The funny thing is, I had seen the stuff before they did one.
Oh, yeah.
Did they do this stuff?
They did the stuff.
Man, the stuff's good enough on its own.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. No, there were a couple that they did that were actual movies. Like they did Sleepaway Camp 2. They did...
Actually, Spookies stands on its own, too.
Yeah, Spookies is pretty infamous because it was a completed movie that the producers then went, this is crap, so bring in a second director and shoot a bunch of extra stuff that doesn't make sense, spliced it together, still didn't know what to do with it, changed the name to Spookies and just went, release it.
And there's the farting mudmen. I just remembered.
There was an on-screen counter of the farts. There were 20, 27 real farts that were in the movie, and then he spliced one in at the very end for one of the other characters, and the number came up on the screen. That was really good. Had the exploding Grim Reaper.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, Spookies is a killer movie.
Spookies is a good one, yes.
And by killer, I mean terrible, but fun.
Real bad. But like they did the Roger Corman Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
That was a really good one.
The best Fantastic Four movie they ever made.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, it was just it was a lot of fun, and yeah.
Is he gonna do anything else? Did he say, or
he hasn't said? But I'm now friends with him on Facebook. So if anything pops up in the future, right now he's very interested in riding his bike for a Peloton challenge, and that seems to be the entirety of his feed. But yeah, if he's also an artist, like a mixed media artist and stuff like that.
I can see that.
Yeah. So yeah, if I see anything else come down the line, but yeah, sad to see it go. But like I said,
but
I'd rather
love watching it leave.
Love watching it leave.
Something.
That's it. So yeah.
That was the butt of a good joke.
We've been watching a ton of we've been trying to do the Halloween movie every day. We've missed the mark a couple times. It seems to be harder to do now in our advanced age.
I don't want to hear you. I'm the oldest one at this table.
You've fallen asleep during the majority of the movies we watched.
But starting them too late.
We'll have to start starting them earlier.
Okay. Well, what are some of the movies that you guys have possibly slept through?
Well, I watched all of Bone Tomahawk. Which was kind of a cool movie.
Yeah, that's a kind of an interesting one.
It's a bunch of cowboys versus a bunch of cannibals in the Wild Wild West. Yeah, wicka scratch. I liked it well enough. It's pretty slow toward the beginning, and it takes it a while to get to those cannibals.
Yeah,
I want more cave-dwelling cannibal freaks than I do cowboys. And unfortunately, that's not how the movie shakes out. I think it wanted to be more than it should have been.
Yeah, they're trying to be kind of super serious with it or something, right?
They had their expectations, not expectations. They wanted to make some art here, and it wasn't.
Yeah, I remember when that was released. That was kind of a big. They were trying to make it a big deal.
Yeah, they wanted it to be A24 when it in reality should have been north of a full moon feature.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Not that bad, but like
Right, yeah.
Kurt Russell was good in it. He was
yeah.
a cool cowboy sheriff.
He's usually pretty good and stuff.
Yeah. He's a good Santa Claus in that movie where he's Santa Claus.
Yeah, he is. Isn't his girlfriend or wife Goldie Hawn the Mrs. Claus in the sequel?
Yeah, which I've never heard. I've never seen the sequel, but I heard it's not good.
I've heard it's not the best. Yeah.
And the first one was just fine. It was okay.
Just enough.
Yeah, it was just good enough.
Yeah.
That wasn't even the best Santa Claus movie that came out that year.
Was that the same year Klaus came out? Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
That's a classic. Yeah.
But it's not time to talk about Christmas.
Not yet.
Boy, we're really creeping into the Christmas stuff early here.
Oh, can't say it. Not allowed.
Other than we watched a new movie last night that just came out on Shudder. It was called Deathstream.
Okay.
And it was about a kind of like a douchey live streamer guy who he's fresh off his apology video.
Of course. Sure.
His whole shtick was that he did challenges against his fears.
Okay.
Like he did I don't know, he got chased by the police. Just dumb.
That's
stunts.
a valid fear.
Yeah. I don't know why that's the one that popped into my head first. There was other better ones that I can't think of.
Mm-hmm.
But he'd finally decided he's going to go. His biggest fear is ghosts. So he's going to go to a haunted house and spend the night. He locks himself into this decrepit house.
Mm-hmm.
And gets attacked by ghosts and monsters. And there's a whole ghost story in it. But it's all done from... It's kind of found footage, but it's live streamed footage.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, it's a horror comedy too.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like a comedy.
It still has some
bit.
pretty creepy monsters and good effects, but it is mostly a horror comedy.
Yeah.
And he goes to the house and sets different cameras that he can switch to during the movie on his iPad he has with him.
Okay.
And they hold to this this concept through the whole thing, and it works pretty well.
Oh, interesting.
And it's funny, and the effects were good. It's worth a watch.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
It's an interesting concept, and they play with the fact that it's streaming. Like, people in his chat will send him links to videos that explain what things are.
Oh,
in the
interesting.
movie.
Okay, yeah.
Like, he gets a Latin translation from some college professor that was watching. It's cool. It was a cool movie.
It's an interesting take. I mean, they've done movies where spooky live streaming before, but it's kind of a little different. I remember that one a while back. It was everyone was on a Zoom call.
Host.
Yeah. But this seems a little different.
This is the natural evolution of that.
Yeah.
I've been playing a game. It's a point-and-click adventure by Wadjet Eye, who they put out a lot of really good point-and-clicks. It's called The Excavation of Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, okay, sure. I've heard a little bit about this, I think.
Yeah, it's like a folk horror thing in the British moors, where you play an archaeologist lady, which I think it's before that term, was a thing. She calls herself she hunts antiquities.
Ah, yes.
She digs up these Barrow.
Isn't that what Indiana Jones says he does or something?
Could be.
Oh no, he says he's a professor.
Well, I know that.
Part-time.
But she digs up these old burial mounds out in the moors of rural England, and she gets a letter from some weird guy saying, "Hey, come check this one out. I got a good one here. Come check this out." And you go to this weird town out in the middle of nowhere where everybody's kind of odd and nothing is as it seems.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It kind of has a Wicker Man.
I was going to say.
it sounds like a Wicker
sounds like you're
Man
going to
thing.
get Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Or Wicker Woman.
I feel like I'm just starting to get where it gets weird.
Okay, cool.
But it has a lot of really well done full screen pixel animations that have almost an uncanny look to them, which goes a long way to make it seem creepy.
Oh, okay, cool.
But it is very cool. And if you like point and clicks, this is a good one.
Yeah, no, sounds good.
So I've been playing a couple games. Still on my stupid Fortnite stuff.
Oh, yeah. How's the Fortnite going?
Fortnitey.
Did you get that Victory Royale?
I do once in a while.
You win the chicken? The chicken dinner?
That's PUBG.
Oh, it's PUBG. Okay.
You get the chug jug.
Yeah, the chug jug.
Yeah. Are you still playing as Vegeta?
No, I've been hopping around a couple different skins. Like I'll use one for a while, then I get bored and I flip another one.
I can't remember how that stupid Fortnite song goes. The chug jug one.
Oh, that yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Anyway, so then I tried to get on Overwatch 2.
Ha.
And,
That's a news topic, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it said I was number 400 in the player queue to wait to even get into the game, and I was like, nope.
I'm surprised the servers were even up.
Right, because
That was a whole thing.
because they've recently announced 2 hard downtimes for the game.
I think you were lucky to get past the phone number part.
Well,
yes.
I mean, my BattleNet works. It's the same BattleNet I've had for like 1,000 years. Mm-hmm. Though I did play a game that is a lot like Overwatch.
Is it the Gundam one?
Yes.
I knew it.
Oh,
I
nice.
knew it. I knew you were gonna.
Nice. I've been
one.
looking at this one. I'm not a huge
Shooter fan?
Yeah.
It is so unbalanced.
Oh, I bet.
Well, it's probably got Big Zam in there. It's why.
No. But it is. So yeah, it's incredibly unbalanced, and there's only 4 locked units in the roster of characters you can pick. Mm-hmm. And by characters, I mean they're just various mobile suits from the various Gundam series.
And they do almost exactly what Overwatch characters do. They're clones, right?
The UI is straight up just Overwatch.
Yeah, I heard this is almost a 1-for-1 clone, but with Gundam.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, some things are a little different because you can you can boost, you can float with your booster rockets and things like that. Man, I just get one-shotted pretty much all the time by stupid stuff. And it's so chaotic and it's so wild. You can't even tell what is even going on. At one minute, you're sitting there, you turn a corner, and all of a sudden you're on fire. I'm like, and then you're dead.
I hate it when that
And then
happens.
you're dead. And I'm like, what?
That sounds like Team Fortress 2.
It's even more, like, I was good at Team Fortress 2.
I miss that game. That was a good
I've
game.
tried going back to play Team Fortress 2. It runs so rough anymore.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, just do a 3. But it's Valve. They'll never do a 3.
No.
But Gundam Evolution is the name of the game, and it is free to play. And it does have a premium battle pass if you choose to buy it.
Of course, everything does.
I know.
Your gun dollars.
Yeah, I can't even remember what they call the premium currency. But
Probably like Zenny or something like that. Or
that's Dragon Ball money.
Or Mega Man Legends money.
Oh, yeah.
Or Monster Hunter money. There's a lot of Zennies.
There's a lot of Zenny. Yeah.
I don't know.
Xeon credits.
Yeah, I wish. But I mean, it's so
Charbucks.
Charbucks. Yeah. Oh, I could go for a large Charbucks right now.
That's my favorite Pokemon.
Starbucks.
We went in 2 different directions with it, but I like the joke. I like it.
It's a regional variant of Sawbuck. But he's a fire type instead of a plant or grass type.
Yep.
Anyway, I don't know. I was trying to enjoy it. I did not win a single match. It was bad. It was real rough. And they do the thing like Overwatch where if somebody on your team picks a character, you can't pick the same character.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, that way, eventually, you can't have a team full of Big Zam.
Yeah, but
True.
there is no Big Zam.
Yet.
Yeah,
Well.
if there was a Big Zam, that would be a problem.
Everyone
because
would want to be his
would
Big
want to be
Zam.
Big Zam.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so.
I
got-
Big Zam.
I got war crimed all over the place the whole time playing that game. I didn't even play the game that long. I think I played like maybe 2 or 3 matches, and I was like, oh, I need a break.
Well, I'm glad it's at least fun.
Yeah.
It could be giant robot running around.
Some of the stuff, or some of the characters, like the way they move is kind of weird. Like I was playing a suit called a Dom. It's got like big legs and a bazooka. Anyway, well, Dom Trooper Shit is the full title. It's Gundam, man. Everything's got a dumb name, all right?
Here comes my endless waltz. Or what's the missile barrage thing?
Something circus.
Oh, I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Endless Waltz was a Gundam Wing movie, which there are no Gundam wingsuits in this game.
Oh, interesting.
They have a couple, like most of them are like classic Gundam suits, like various Xeon ones and Earth Federation ones, like the classic Gundam and the Zaku and stuff like that.
Does it have the nation-specific ones? Like the one
from G Gundam.
From G Gundam?
From G
No,
Gundam.
there are no G Gundams.
Does it have
yet.
the windmill Gundam and the one that has the
Sombrero.
sombrero
Tequila Gundam.
and
That one was called
Gundam?
Tequila Gundam.
The Great British Bake Off Gundam.
That was Royal Gundam.
Did you hear about they did a Mexican food week and it was like not good.
Oof.
Uh-huh.
Oof. No, but I had like they're mostly classic Gundam suits. They had they did have one from a couple, like they had Barbatos, which is a newer Gundam series. It's a Gundam with a big spear glaive
And a barbecue grill.
Yeah. He wears an apron that says "Kiss the pilot."
The only thing about the game that I wish was part of the aesthetic, instead of having just a generic battlefield kind of set, I wish it would have be like oversized things in a desk or a bedroom or something. And
like your models?
treat it as though that they are Gundam models running around.
They're living Gunpla.
That would be kind of fun.
There is kind of a game like that. There is a Gunpla game.
Yeah, there's a model builder
fighting game
thing.
Yeah.
And it's fine. I tried it on the phone and it's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this one's very much like these are mobile suits. These are, your
Yeah, this is real life.
No. I like I said, it was all right. It's rough. The balance is so bad and the matchmaking is not fair.
yeah, but they'll work on it.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Depends on how well it does. But,
Well, that's true.
Like I said, it came out of the gate as a free to play game with microtransactions.
Well, yeah.
But I mean, you can fully customize your stuff. Like you can get mix and match weapon skins and skins for your suit itself.
Oh, right on. Right on. Well, hey, I hate to cut you off, but I think we're actually going to go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we'll get into some news.
Some corn. Some candy corn.
Oh, yeah.
This is Gail Martin.
Hi, this is Carol Kelly. We'd like to invite you to join us for our gardening and outdoors show here on WZMO. We talk about observations and insights about what's happening from week to week with plants and animals in the woods and fields around us, as well as what's going on in the garden.
In the Green Outdoors airs Saturdays and Mondays at about 9:30 a.m. right after the second cup. We hope you'll join us.
Hey, we're back. Before we get to the news, we have a special event.
We do. I'm not looking forward to this special event. For the record, this seems bad. This is a bad idea, but we're going to do it.
And this is also Cody's idea. So
Cody,
if
you want to tee this one up?
Yeah, I've brought a bag of Brock's candy corn, but they're not any candy corn. They're tailgate flavored.
Okay, so what does that entail?
Which means there's a fruit punch, a vanilla ice cream, a popcorn, and I've saved the best two for last, hamburger and hot dog.
Yeah. We
So,
opened the pack before the show started and took a whiff, and it smells like straight vomit.
Oh, yeah, and it's been flowing into my nostrils the entire show.
Yeah, so
Reach in the bag there and pull out yourself a candy
Oh,
corn.
why couldn't you pull the first pull? You brought this.
Okay,
You brought this
I'll pull
demon
the
candy
first
in
Try
here.
like the same colors so we have the same experience.
Oh, maybe we should.
okay, yeah, that's
All right. What flavor is this supposed to be, my dude?
I don't know.
It's on the bag.
well, it's supposed to be a surprise, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, ready? This is a bad idea.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh God!
Oh no!
Oh, that's horrible.
I think that was
That was hot dog.
Hot dog.
That was hot
We
dog.
just got a hot dog right out of the gate,
Oh,
Oh,
and it is bad.
oh, that is. Who would do such a thing?
It tastes like it tastes like when you got a toy car that had rubber tires. It tastes like that smells.
Oh no!
awful.
Oh no!
I think you broke Sam. I think this challenge might already be done.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. Oh god.
Some of them aren't.
That was worse than like the Harry Potter every flavored beans.
Yeah, like
No, I'm gonna give you this one.
That
That's probably not bad.
What is it?
It's white, so it's either vanilla ice cream or popcorn.
okay, all right.
So maybe
I'll,
this won't be pure evil.
I'll try it. This is the last one though, because I'm. Quality content for you, the listener.
We do it all for. I can still taste the hot dog.
I
in my
can
mouth.
too. All right.
Okay, ready?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Popcorn.
I have popcorn. That's actually not bad.
It's still not great.
It's not.
Ugh. I think it's worse as it's longer. The longer it's in my mouth.
I think I got vanilla ice cream.
Oh, great.
It's pretty good.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done. I'm done putting this junk in my body.
I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna do the last one.
Okay, you're going to do one more? Okay, you deserve
You
it
want one?
for doing this. Oh.
Here.
I think that's the same one you just gave her.
Is it?
No.
The hot dog one.
Good luck.
I mean, I already knew I hated candy corn. This solidifies there's no good version of candy corn.
Oh, that's good. The
Yeah.
fruit punch is really good.
Okay, all right.
Fruit punch is not bad.
All right.
All right, let's get into some actual news.
Yeah, let's get into the news. Cody, you got to put the candy corn down, man. It's time to it's time to go. So while you're crunching on some candy corn, I'm going to talk a little bit about the main story of the week. Nintendo released a trailer for the Super Mario Brothers movie.
The animated movie made by Illumination Studios.
Yeah,
I was terrified.
you
of
were.
this.
You really were. You were sweating it.
I think we all were.
I thought my soul was going to leave my body and I would die.
Yeah, I, on the other hand, the terribleness was giving me life. I felt like
You live on cringe.
my complexion cleared up. I felt I had more energy than I had for days. I was feeling free.
You just jumped out of bed and you're just like, let's go. Swing your
let's
arms
go.
from side to side.
Yeah,
Snakes were manifesting in my home.
but yeah. So the trailer came out. What do we think?
It turns out it was fine.
was fine.
Almost good.
Almost. I was getting there.
Yeah, it would have been great if Chris Pratt wasn't
Yeah,
the voice of Mario.
If a different voice came out of Mario.
Yeah, that is kind of the one thing. It's kind of telling that the majority of the trailer is focused on Bowser and the Koopa Troopas.
Who all looked and sounded great. Jack Black Bowser, he's killing it.
He's killing it. And
I was actually expecting them to make his voice deeper.
Yeah, I expected to have some grumble in there, but
well, they had him sound like Jack. You got to
Yeah.
sound like kind of like Jack Black. Like I said before we started recording, I am really surprised how they were able to translate Jack Black's wide mouth smirk into Bowser.
Into Bowser.
Because he looks like Jack Black. He has the look.
in as much a giant turtle man could.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it opens. There was a surprise cameo by the penguin people from Mario 64, which was a weird pull.
As proud Arctic warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was Magic Koopa. He's collecting superstars.
Or maybe there's just the one superstar? Because he makes a comment like he said, finally I have it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the Grand Star.
Yeah,
Also,
perhaps.
so what was that? Well, like, are they just hauling like Koopa Castle like as one big thing? Is it a ship? What is that?
Yeah, it's some kind of like mobile island.
Yeah,
like
it's kinda what
it was
it
like
looked
a
like,
mobile
yeah.
molten lava spewing island.
It's kind of cool.
Oh no, it's very cool. It's very cool.
Seeing Bowser blast a stream of fire out of his mouth and just
completely destroy a castle.
Yeah, that was rad.
Like,
that was pretty cool.
That whole part was kind of funny because like they're all just throwing snowballs at him and like, that's just a taste of our fury. Do you yield?
Yeah.
No. Fire.
No, that was pretty cool. And then they cut to Mario.
Getting spit out a warp pipe into a land full of mushrooms.
And Captain Toad's there.
Or just Toad.
Well, he has the backpack.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
I think
He is
canonically the main Toad
Toad.
is like the same as Captain Toad. And we hear a few seconds of Chris Pratt as Mario. And
It's just his voice, but maybe he's doing like a little bit of a New York
about
thing,
10% Brooklyn.
but he's not like really trying.
I mean, he was almost like he was doing his Emmett voice from Lego Movie, just not saying a bunch of dumb things.
Yeah, it was fine. We were never going to get Wahoo Mario.
I mean, I'm sure we'll still get it in there somewhere.
Well, Charles Martinet is
In the movie,
a
we just
little
don't
bit.
we just don't know who he is.
Yeah. I still say Mario's dad.
Probably.
Either Mario's dad or there's going to be someone is going to make like an animated tribute to the adventures of Mario, and he's going to be watching it on a TV, and Martinet's going to be doing the Mario voice, and Pratt's going to say something like, "I don't sound anything like that."
Yeah, or the Toads will make some sort of crudely made toy of Mario
that talks. Yeah. But still.
they're going to do.
yeah.
Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi. He's the main four.
But as far as the way it looks and the way Mario looks, he's slightly off model from the norm.
I mean,
But I
he's
don't
still
hate it.
he's still falling within like kind of the Illumination style.
I saw someone online compare him to Fix-It Felix
Yeah.
from Wreck-It Ralph, and it's like a good mix of classic Mario and
Modern Mario.
not even Mario, but Fix-It Felix. Like, his face is a little bit wider, the hair is a little bit different, the eyes are a little bit smaller. It's different, and I hated it at first.
Yeah, same.
But
I've
seeing it in motion,
Yeah, and stills that look terrible.
yeah.
because there was a leaked still. There was a leaked still. It was a
McDonald's
a disgruntled McDonald's employee put up an ad online saying, "Hey, look at this," and it looked terrible, but it was also grainy and kind of static.
Yeah.
The more I've seen this movie Mario over time, the more I like it.
Yeah, it's different. Like I said, it's different.
I think the look of the Mushroom Kingdom looks pretty good.
It's gorgeous.
Like the whole, like, just the sprawling landscape of mushroom trees or whatever.
Oh
they
yeah,
are.
that's really cool.
I mean, that gives, some kind of credence. Like it is the Mushroom Kingdom.
It's like a combination of an artist's interpretation of Mario 1 and the theme park in the
Japan.
Universal theme park. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also seem to be doing the whole he's a hero out of place kind of thing.
the
isekai.
The isekai, the Mario from Brooklyn has come to
The Mushroom Kingdom.
Mushroom Kingdom, and that's cool.
Yeah, I like that. I missed that explanation to why Mario is the way he is.
Yeah.
Though, I mean, we get like maybe 10 seconds of Luigi running from a bunch of dry bones.
He sounds like Charlie Day.
He sounds like Charlie Day, which is fine.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't even really say anything. He's just kind of like panting and like hiding
Yeah,
behind
He goes,
a door.
Yeah, sounds
yeah.
like Charlie Day yelling.
Though we still haven't seen, Peach or Donkey Kong.
There was a leaked Peach.
And she looks great.
And she actually looks pretty good.
As a still, yeah. She looks cute like she should.
Yeah.
The really like seeing the strands of hair on like Mario's like mustache and hair and like Peach's hair and that leak still.
And Mario's lack of a butt.
Yeah.
He does have kind of a flat butt, doesn't he?
He has the Hank Hill depleted glutes.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Which, all the jumping he does.
You would think he would be a little more caked
Well,
up.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe he's not caked up. God.
That's true. This is before he did all his jumps.
Yeah, maybe this is before
Yeah.
he is
Maybe-
Jump Man.
Maybe over the course of the film, he'll become thicker and thicker until he kills Bowser with a butt slam.
One could only hope.
What if when they introduce Donkey Kong, they do the "you may only once."
You can touch it, but only
Only
once.
once Donkey
Yeah.
Kong, where he's sitting on the pier from that stupid CGI cartoon that was so
Do
bad.
you think he'll say banana slammer?
Oh,
I
no!
hope so.
Will
Maybe-
Seth Rogen say banana slammer?
That would be great.
What if the extra credit scene is like
The DK rap.
no. I meant like either maybe introducing like K. Rool or Wart.
They should just straight up put Wart in the movie.
Wart. I think Wart would be the next villain
Yeah.
because he was kind of the next villain.
He was the
in
next villain, even though he was just a dream.
Yeah,
He's also in Link's Awakening.
he is. Yep.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah. But overall, I'm cautiously optimistic for this movie.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll definitely watch it.
I was going to see it anyway.
It looks better than the other Mario movie.
Anything Illumination has ever produced on their own.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
I like the first Despicable Me. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, the first one's cute.
That's
fine.
true.
I haven't seen The Secret Life of Pets.
But it looks so bad.
And didn't they do Sing? Or is that
Yeah.
DreamWorks?
No, that's them.
That's Illumination.
Because I saw the first Sing. I never saw...
You never saw Bono Lion, the movie?
Bono Lion.
He's the voice of the lion.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to some other stuff. Let's see. This one was from last week. I'm going to jump down the list a bit. So James Earl Jones has officially retired as the Darth Vader voice.
Yep, he has announced he
Kind
is...
of.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
Yes. He agreed with Disney / Lucasfilm to record some extra things and then, I don't know, signed a liability or something or whatever that allows them to digitally use parts of his voice to create new lines for Darth Vader.
Of vocal likeness rights.
Yes.
I think is what it is.
They probably recorded him saying every consonant and vowel sound in the English language.
And so they can splice his voice together to be Darth Vader for all eternity,
Yep, he can always say something.
which is a little weird, but it's better than what they did with poor Peter Cushing in Rogue One,
True.
Yeah.
where they posthumously implanted Grand Moff Tarkin into that movie. At least in this way, James Earl Jones has given the official okay
He's consented.
He's
to what's
consented.
happening. Yeah.
to becoming a digital abomination.
And I think that's the biggest thing is like he's like look, I know I'm getting old, I'm not going to be around forever.
I am not sure how well he's doing.
That's true.
Because he was in Coming to America, the sequel to Coming to
and
America.
he was just in a bed. He was just
He
in
was
bed.
in a bed the entire time. He didn't do anything. So I'm not. And it's been a few years since those T-Mobile dramatic readings commercials with
Those were funny.
Roddy McDowell. Not Roddy McDowell. Malcolm McDowell.
There you go.
Yeah. Roddy McDowell was Planet of the Apes.
Yes. The other one was that one villain from Star Trek Generations.
Yes, that's right.
I have the most wildest flavor combination taking place in my mouth right now.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
your own fault.
Yeah, they're just all mixing up in there.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
Stop
No, it's
eating
just a
them.
white one.
Stop
Okay.
eating them.
So another thing from last week. So they Marvel has been working on. Originally announced that they were going to be doing a Armor Wars TV series.
based on the Iron Man storyline of what is it? People stealing Stark tech and making
Yes.
their own suits.
Yeah, and this one was going to be starring Don Cheadle as Rhodes and co-starring. I forget the actress's name. The character's name is Ironheart. She is
Yeah.
going to be
Riri
in-
Williams.
Yes, she is going to be in Wakanda Forever, but
Yep.
she's kind of like the teen Iron Man, kind of.
Yep.
And Marvel has decided to pivot from a series and turn it into its own movie.
Which is fine, because all the series have basically just been long-form movies.
They really have. With the exception of She-Hulk.
Yeah,
She-Hulk has been a
Extremely
true...
episodic.
That's true.
A true sitcom style. Or not sitcom style, but yeah,
Oh, no,
episodic.
it is kind of a sitcom, too.
Yeah. But yeah, this is kind of an interesting twist. I'm glad they're pivoting it. I think.
Well, I have seen where a lot of people were complaining that they're doing too many series and not enough movies.
They kind of are,
Yeah.
but also I think War Machine and Ironheart and the Armor Wars is enough for a large scale movie, but there are some characters who just frankly fit better in a series.
Yes.
They never would have had enough for
Yeah, I don't think there would have been enough content to actually pump out a whole series on War Machine and the Armor Wars.
right.
Which also makes me wonder if they're going to bring in Titanium Man.
Oh, Titanium Man would be good. The Crimson Dynamo. Mm-hmm. The Russian Iron Man.
Well, so that's what Titanium Man is.
Well, that's
too.
what he is too. Yeah.
Because Titanium Man was a member of the Winter Guard / Super Soviet
Right.
Corps or whatever.
Yeah.
With Red Guardian and all them.
The problem with the movies is that the last few have not been as good as the shows.
That's true. That's true. But there is potential. And yeah, I honestly, I kind of, after being overloaded with shows, I think getting a few movies in there is good.
Yeah.
They need to be working on both.
I mean, like I said, they probably realized they didn't have enough to like pad out a full, I don't know, 13,
Because
16 episodes or whatever.
We're
Yeah.
still dealing with post-COVID content
We are.
drought too. They're trying the best they can.
Yep.
Also, does it just feel like the only stuff that comes out anymore is like really bad kids movies and Marvel products?
Yeah,
Feels like that feels like that's all we're
Yeah.
getting.
That's what makes
Exactly.
money.
Well, I understand that, but I don't know. I'm just like, as much as I love Marvel, I really do, and I've always been a huge fan. I'm so
Here comes the fatigue.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
One
I'm
of
so-
us.
I
One
know.
of
I'm
us.
so burned out.
The only way to get people to see your movie otherwise is if you have Harry Styles spit on Chris Pine.
I guess that whole chestnut.
Yeah, that, what was
which
it?
I've heard that movie is just okay.
Yeah.
Is that new Amsterdam movie?
No, it's
No.
Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Olivia Wilde movie, but we talked about it.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
It's yeah.
So anyway, that's all the old news we had to get out of the way.
Yeah. We have a few minutes for a few more newer things.
They released a trailer for the, and I'm probably gonna mispronounce this, Mindy Kaling's,
No, you got it.
you got
okay.
it. Got it in one.
Velma's, Velma animated series.
Yeah, based off of the character from Scooby-Doo.
Yep. The trailer is more kind of her just breaking the fourth wall the whole time.
Yeah, it's extremely meta.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
But instead of the character going like, you people who don't like this are dumb, like she's kind of like in the same boat. Like she doesn't want the conceit is that she's talking about a Judy Jetson show that's changing Judy Jetson and she's mad about it.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, what do you mean she's not boy crazy?
Yeah. It was kind of a clever way to take it and kind of shows who the character is.
Yeah.
And then like a killer breaks into the house or whatever, and it's all like doing the whole scream, I'm in the house
this
thing.
is, we should have mentioned, this is like an adult comedy.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah,
Harley
yeah.
Quinn or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Which is what they said. It was inspired by Rick and Morty and Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
I think
which are just hyper violent, gross animated shows.
They could just say Venture Brothers. We'll get it.
Yeah. Well, I think they
Or just adult animated feature.
Yeah.
they said Rick and Morty to get the executives to hand them the money. And then they said Harley Quinn to get me interested, I guess.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think it's going to be on HBO Max anyway, which is the home of that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks really interesting. People are going to be upset because they are wildly changing some of the character. Well, not really characterizations.
Well,
but
I already saw people complaining because of the fact they made Velma look darker.
Because she's
East Mindy
Asian in
Kaling.
this version. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's Mindy Kaling.
yeah.
Shaggy is black now.
Yeah. So whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't invalidate any other version of Scooby-Doo.
No. Scooby-Doo is always going to change something.
Yeah, and Scooby-Doo is not in this show also. They've cut the talking dog.
Well, because this is kind of like a prequel thing. Is how it's being presented.
Yeah, he's not even
I
called
guess.
Shaggy.
Yeah, Norville.
Yeah, he's Norville.
Daphne's being voiced by Constance Wu and is Asian Daphne.
Yeah.
And Fred is
Fred.
is Glenn Howerton, which will be very funny.
Yeah.
He just looks like Fred.
Yeah, they didn't change Fred at all.
Yeah. But no, it looks interesting. I'm interested in checking it out.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo was one of my favorite shows as a kid. I love me some Scooby-Doo. I love me some Hanna-Barbera teens and a talking animal solve a mystery show. So I'm interested in Mindy Kaling's version of this.
Yes.
I mean, people are just talking about Velma all over the place here lately.
Yeah, she's the it girl of the year. Because I didn't put this on the news, but she's canon gay now, lesbian now.
At least.
Yeah.
On that new Scooby-Doo direct-to-video movie that just came out.
Yeah, in the direct-to-video movie timeline.
Yeah. Yeah.
That she's crushing on a female character in the latest movie, which, okay, good.
Okay, whatever.
Everybody said it for years, and now it is a reality.
It's been kind of a like a jokey
running gag
kind of thing, and yeah, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, why not take it and make it canon?
Why not? Whatever. It's a cartoon. Who can?
Exactly.
Honestly, it's not gonna. It's not the end of the world.
It's a direct-to-video Scooby-Doo movie. They always change things.
Which is the main canon of Scooby-Doo at this point.
It's always changing.
Is those direct-to-DVD movies, because they have like 3 come out a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elvira was on one recently.
Oh, nice. Elvira is in that.
The Munsters movie.
The Munsters movie.
She's
a realtor.
Yeah. You know what? Did I talk about that a few weeks ago?
We need to watch it.
It's okay. It's not great. I can see what Rob Zombie is going for. He's trying to be the super hyper camp. I think one thing that would have made the movie go a long way, and I'm actually going to test this out. See, this movie is in color, and it's in like super weird neon colors, and everything is bright neon and weird. I have a feeling that if you desaturate that to black and white, there's enough contrast that it would look significantly closer to the original Munsters, and I bet that would go a long way to make the campiness and the over-the-top acting make more sense.
I'll bet it's what he intended.
I bet it was too.
I'll bet they told him, no, you can't make a black and white movie.
Yeah.
So that reminds me, like I saw this behind the scenes photos from The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
The movie with Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe. That is black and white.
Yeah.
Well, the behind the scenes pictures are obviously in color. Mm-hmm. And Robert Pattinson just looks like Mario. Because he's got super blue overalls. His hat and his sweater are super red.
Oh yeah, because you had to do hyper contrasting colors to
and when you do black and white
correctly on black and white. Yeah.
The Addams Family's house is like pink.
Yeah. So it would show up correctly. So I have a feeling
that's what happened.
That's what happened. That it was filmed so that it could be decolorized at some point, and that will go a long way to make the over-the-top campiness make sense.
I wonder if they told him no, and he did that on purpose.
He could have.
He could do that.
He very well could have. Yeah. So I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna decolorize my copy of it and see what happens. But that's fine. We have time for one more.
We got to talk about Violent Night.
Oh, we got to.
It's one of the trailers that we watched in prep to the show.
Yeah.
It's a new movie, and we're going into Christmas stuff again.
We're in October. We're on Christmas's doorstep as far as the world is concerned.
We are being infected by a creature
that is creeping up on us. Yes, but there's a trailer for a new, is that a Netflix?
I don't know. It might have just been a theatrical.
Okay. But it's Santa.
It's got David Harbour in it. It's probably
David
Netflix.
Harbour as Santa Claus, and he is delivering presents at the same time as a home invasion happens to this
like a
super
high-end
high-end,
heist.
led by John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
That's who that was.
That's who
Yeah.
that was.
John Leguizamo.
Yeah, yeah. And Santa Claus has to come in and kick some butt.
And Die Hard
Yeah,
stuff.
He has to Die
Super-
Hard the heist.
yeah,
Which just proves that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
yeah. I don't believe with that.
No.
It's a movie that takes place at Christmas. There's a difference. But anyway,
We're not having that discussion on the show again.
We can't have this conversation again. We can't keep doing this.
How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Ooh.
But no, it looks over the top fun.
It looks so stupid, and I'm
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
Like just crazy intense
Like when that
fight
guy,
scenes.
like when that guy tries to stab him with a knife, and he just opens his magic bag.
Oh yeah,
He
uses it
stabs
as
a
defensive
present.
thing. Yeah, it's it's violent. It
Oh,
looks,
yeah.
it's incredibly violent. But
I mean, he
it's-
puts a bunch of pool balls in a sock and beats a dude.
not just a sock, but it was a stocking.
Oh, sorry, a stocking
It
full
was
of
a
billiard
stocking.
balls.
They do just about every kind of visual play
Christmas
on
trope.
Christmas trope that they possibly could.
He says seasons beatings in the trailer.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
it's pretty great. It's pretty great to watch.
If they mess this up, I will be so disappointed by this.
Yeah,
Like,
it's something else.
I think this might like replace like Kurt Russell as badass Santa.
Yeah.
It looks so stupid, but I'm here for it.
Yep. Same
what
here.
if Kurt Russell played Mario?
I'd be all right with that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. He'd be a good
Old grizzled Mario?
Grizzled Mario.
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
Just to bring the whole show back around. What if Kurt Russell was Mario?
You know what they should have done? They should have done a Luigi's Mansion for Halloween.
If this movie goes well, I bet you that they will put out a bunch of shorts, including a Luigi's Mansion short.
Yeah, they usually do shorts with their movies.
They do. Yeah. The
Oh yeah, the Illumination guys. Yeah,
Illumination. Yeah. Yep.
Well, because Pixar does it.
Well,
and
yeah.
everybody-
It's kind of the
Yeah.
part and parcel with it.
It's the animation house kind of thing.
Yeah, you already got all those assets. You might as well
use
squeeze out
them.
a couple shorts.
Yeah. All right, with that, let's go ahead and wrap up the show. You've been listening to Nerd Overload. Thank you very much for tuning in. You can find us each and every day over at nerdoverload.com.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Patreon at Nerd Overload now.
You can email us at staff@nerdoverload.com.
You can give us a call on the Nerd Overload hotline. That number is 586-372-8020. Leave us a message and we might play it on the show.
That's right. You can also find all of our back episodes on various podcast apps such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and more. And finally, I'd like to thank David Pencil for the use of our intro and outro. You can find more of his stuff over at davidpencil.com. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and we will be back next week.
Who wants some more candy corn?